to the right. So here we have the stop sign and clear. We see the line. So here we approach to the line and make a complete stop, although there are no cars. Full stop, and then check. Then we find, before the driving, always check the road will be free. Okay, we have a large gap, we can drive. And down the hill we have a tricky place because it becomes wider, but we have no visibility to see that. So at once we indicate, not only because of the movement of the road, but because it becomes wider, and I hope it's fit on the left lane. And we see we have priority here, so we can drive. They must give us way. Both lanes can turn left, but I choose the left because the traffic lights after 200 meters we turn left. So we must be on the left lane. Here we have pedestrian crossing. So our direction matters, but if somebody is coming to the middle, we must also slow down and let them go. So one of the tricky left turns, intersection controlled with traffic lights. Never forget to check oncoming traffic. Usually 3 steps. We enter 1/3, give way for oncoming traffic, check no bicycles, no pedestrians after the intersection, and finish when you have the safe gap. Sometimes they get the yellow, somebody stops, somebody's still driving. Okay, so I enter. Okay, and they drive, you see. We're sleeping for 1 or 2 seconds. The sun blinds a little bit when it shines towards the traffic lights. It's not clear visible what kind of color is shining. It's too little gap. Before when I find the bigger gap, I check after the intersection if there are no pedestrians. So somebody drives on the yellow, somebody still drives on the red, so I must be sure they stop. Okay, they stop, a big gap, I finish the maneuver. Oh, okay, no pedestrians. And we make a U-turn maneuver. We find the gap in the double line. This is the side road, both sides. We enter deeper, nobody is overtaking, and full turning, no oncoming traffic, nobody is overtaking, and we return. The radius is about 11 meters, and we are turning left. So the same intersection, control the traffic lights. 3 steps. Enter when we get green light, 1/3 inside. Let the cars drive straight and check pedestrians, and we exit. I decide to stay on the left after the intersection because somebody drives from in front to the right. And it's tricky because somebody drives that way and somebody drives straight and they block the visibility. So I must be sure no oncoming traffic can crash me. Left turns, never forget, oncoming traffic and bicycles and pedestrians. Okay, enter a little bit, but he's turning, but the next car is driving straight, so we let him enter, and he's driving straight, and I see a big gap, then I can start, no pedestrians, and the right lane is free, so we get the right lane. Not on the most right because there's a supermarket, so I enter sometimes. We don't block the first lane. And always check if no pedestrians are crossing on the red, no pedestrians are crossing on the red. Always scan. Elder people, children sometimes ignore and they run across. Same here, we have green light, checking, scanning, nobody breaks the rules, nobody breaks the rules. I stay here because driving straight I must stay on the second or third lane. There are no signs, but the road marking is visible a little bit. After the bridge we go to the right. Here's 60, so I increase the speed a little bit, indicate, and we have a gap. We see the mirror is in the middle, and there's enough space for returning to the right. And I know after the turns it's very steep hill, and sometimes they don't put enough salt, and so once it was crashed 10 cars there, so no pedestrians, no bicycles. Intersection to the right. So I know on the right we have information about the lines. There's additional lane, I indicate, checking how it enters first. We are still down. And here we have painted green arrows, so I must make a compulsory full stop. And then if there are no pedestrians on cars, I can approach. First pedestrian, then checking cars. 1, 2, enter this gap. We are driving straight, so I know that we need the second and third lane because the first goes over the right. There's a sign. Straight road, but we must have good distance in front. We must check pedestrians in the pedestrian crossings, and sometimes if you run across, if there are no visible pedestrian crossing, then we can cross across the street, but we must look left and right. But we must also be careful because sometimes their clothes are dark and we must not miss them. So I decide if I must go to the right lane or not. Sometimes it's not clear. There are some ice and some cars are parked on the right side, so I decide not to go on the right side. Before changing lanes, at first decide if you need to do that. Here was 60 and then now they put 50 because it's more crowded. Light, checking, scanning, no pedestrians, no bicycles running across on the red. We drive straight. I know that I must be on the left lane because this lane goes right to Vilnius and we must go straight, so I should change the left lane. I have information a little bit later, but it's easier when you know to do the right maneuver before the correct maneuver. Okay, we get green light, but always crossing on the green. I am checking if nobody's too late or some ambulances with blue and red beacons and sound signals can approach suddenly. So, okay, nobody. So, the information. The first lane goes Vilnius, the next lane goes Klaipėda, and Kleboniškis there will be additional lane on the left side. And never block the pedestrian crossing. If you can't fit after the pedestrian crossing, you must stop before. The same with the intersection. If there is crowded after the intersection, we stop before, and the same with the level crossing. Okay, no pedestrians, checking, we go straight. So this lane is for turning, and the next lane is for driving straight. So now I must change to the left lane. Thank you for watching.